Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me once again. Today we're going to create this look, which I wore on a recent outing just to have dinner, and it would be look number 6 of the 13 weeks of bright looks for summer. So join me for the look and also outfit of the day at the end. Hello, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. Well, we're going to do the look number 6 today. So I've started with the Revlon Youth Effects primer for the forehead, in my lines there. Again, I think it's discontinued, but you can still find it if you look online, eBay, things like that. And then in the areas where, not in my forehead, but the rest of my face, I use this Milk Makeup water primer. I keep this in the fridge, you don't have to, but it's really good for the summer. You know, it's an instant primer, will make any foundation go on smoother, and it's just refreshing, you know, if you keep it in the fridge. So I'm going to start, as always, with the eyes. And 1 second here. Okay. So I'm going to start I'm going to show you a new technique today, and I'm going to start with my crease. I'm not going to put any primer. It's a little bit sticky anyway. You can if you want, but make sure if you do put primer, you do not put on the eyelid, because we're going to do something else on the eyelid. I'm going to use these concrete minerals and this color, which is called Blood and Guts. Okay. All right. It's not that terrible as it seems. Now these colors look totally different, you know, from when you apply them. They're very highly dimensional colors. I don't know if you can see, there's kind of a light shine. And I'm going to use this brush with, you know, this tapered end, this crease brush. This is from the Bleu collection of from Real Techniques. So I'm going to take some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to just lightly do the crease, and then we can just, once you have it, you know, in the area, once you have gauge where your crease is, then you can just, you know, close your eye, but bring it in here throughout your crease and into the very end here, so that it has some dimension. The eye has some dimension. You want to leave a bit of space, so if you need to reshape with a cotton bud, then it's fine. Now, because this is a loose shadow, some will have gone on the eyelid, so I'm going to use a Q-tip dipped in micellar water to remove anything that may have dropped on the eyelid. As you can see, it's quite a bit. So now I have a defined crease and a clean eyelid. On the eyelid, I'm going to use this white concealer. This is from Kat Von D, and it's just a white. It's called white, obviously. And I'm going to use it as a base on the eyelid. So just applying there, and may want to use a brush. This is a synthetic brush by Sephora, and I'm just going to do my whole eyelid. I'm going to use it as a base, like I said before. This concealer sets pretty well, so creasing is not really a concern. And the remaining in the brush just underneath as well is good. All right, so now we have a really nice base for our eyeshadow. I'm going to use this one, which is this, what is it? Which is this pastel color by Illamasqua, and it's called Anja. You want to use a really tight, flat brush to apply this. This is by the Wet n Wild Bretman Rock collection, and I really like this brush because it's really flat. To apply color, you know, you just coat one side and you are basically going to tap the color all over where the white is. Because, you know, it's still a little bit, I guess, humid, moist. It will grab onto the color, but you just want to tap it. The effect is just really, really bright and wonderful pastel. It just gives pastels a new dimension, this technique. So there are both eyes. For underneath, I'm going to use a pencil. This is one by Urban Decay, and it's in a lilac type of color. So all the underneath we're going to do with this color, and I'm going to accentuate that lilac with this particular lilac here, which is from the All the Fun in the Fair palette. I already did a look with this palette, and the color that I'm using is called Dot Gems, which is that lilac. Has a little bit of a fallout, but no matter. Again, tapping. For full effect there. I want to clean a little bit under the eyes because there is some drop down there. I'm going to line my waterline with this color, which is basically the color that I have on the top. This is from Sigma. I don't know exactly the color, not sure if they do it still, but I will link it below if they do. All right, so waterline done. I'm going to let the eyes for a bit, and I'm going to go to my complexion using the Revlon Youth Effects. This is Beige Sable 210 Sun Beige. Again, I don't think they do this this foundation anymore, but there are alternatives. It is basically a matte foundation. I have some shine already for the primer, but it's high coverage. I really like it because it is high coverage. And I'm going to use this brush by Chikuhodo. And just going to do I know some people don't like putting foundation on the nose. I don't mind. Actually, I think it hides some of the imperfections because I have some pores there. So foundation is done, and this is such a high coverage foundation that sometimes I don't even need to, you know, conceal. Like minimum imperfections are already done. I'm going to use, this is a Laura Mercier travel palette with Secret Camouflage and Secret Concealer. I'm going to use the Secret Concealer, which has a salmony tone, underneath my eyes. And although it is kind of a solid concealer, it's good for underneath the eyes. And I have some white here left over from before, so that's even better. It's very creamy, okay? So it's not a dry concealer. so it's good for underneath the eyes. Again, it has a salmony undertone, so good for dark circles. And if you have some area where, like, you know, I have my scar here, you need some more coverage, you can do with the Secret Camouflage. Now I'm going to set that area with the Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. It's also by Laura Mercier, and it's a white powder. You just you know, put on the brush and then shake it for excess, and very, very lightly just set it. That way, you know, it has to be very light, the powder, because otherwise, you know, you will see it will go into crease or anything like that. But this is ideal to do that like this. I'm going to set the rest of the makeup with Hourglass's Ambient Powder in Diffuse Light, which will set it, but will still preserve, you know, that halo of glow, which I don't want to detract from in this look. This kind of a matte look, but also, you know, doesn't have to be excessively matte. All right, so curling eyelashes now, and we're gonna do some lash work here. So this is Shuemura eyelash curler. And we're going to use, I'm gonna use this particular mascara. This is waterproof and it has particles in the mascara to extend it on. This is an Asian mascara, look at this one. It has fibers, it's by Majolica Majorca. So there we have the look. I'm gonna do another coat there on the top lashes a little bit. So like I said, this, as you can see, I don't know if you can see them there, see? It's not that it's gone bad, okay? It has fibers to elongate, and all right, so in that way, you know, you have I want very wispy lashes because I want some contrast, you know, to define my eyes, because I'm already having a very pale, you know, eyeshadow. I mean, not pale, obviously it's an intense color, but it's a pastel. And pastel eyeshadows have a lot of white in them. And so, you know, I want really some contrast. Some of those fibers are bothering my eyes. Anyway, I'm going to yet do some more lashes here. And I'm going to do some individuals. These are from Eldora. These are the S302. But you can use any individuals, obviously. So I'm using the duo there. And just gonna place them at the end and then shape how I want them to go. Okay, so I put 3 there. I don't know if you see them maybe from the side. They're very, very subtle, but they're long and they add for a wispy look, which is what I like for this look. Okay, well, lashes on. I'm going to go into my eyebrows right now and I'm going to brush them. And we're going to reiterate the look of the wispy lashes on the eyebrows. So eyebrows up, and this is Glossier, the boy brow. Okay, I don't know, brow flick, sorry, brow flick. And this one is in brown. It's very pointy flick. you can really draw your hairs there. Well, it takes a little bit of practice to do this brow thing, you know, as it simulates hair, but once you get the hold of it, you really know, you know, you really can achieve a really nice filled out look with your brows. I'm going to retouch some of the eyes, especially if the waterline has, you know, after all this eyelash work, it has gone, then just retouch it. Now that the lashes have dried, I'm gonna just run some more mascara there. And now they are really long because this mascara is going into the eyelashes that I just put there. The fibers, so now we really have long lashes. So pretty much our eyes are done. I'm going to do my lips, and the lips are going to be very nude. I'm going to use this one. It's called Stark Naked, direct from the bullet. Just slightly over my lip line. This is from Urban Decay. And we're going to bring in some color with this Sephora Sweet on You blush. Pretty much like in a triangular type of shape here. And that's pretty much the look. This technique for the eyelashes is very good. Like if you find it a little bit cumbersome to wear a whole strip of eyelashes, you can just put some individuals and, you know, with some mascara that has those fibers, you can have a pretty much lash extended look and, you know, a very good effect without having to carry the whole eyelash strip. Here's the look I wore that day, the outfit of the day with this makeup. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Here's the look. All right, so this is the final look. This dress is vintage. It's from Bloomingdale's and is pure silk. Very, very short dress. And this is a beaded handbag that I have. Really, you know, cool and relaxed look. My sandals are from Baker's, which I don't even know if they exist anymore, but these are glittery violet sandals, you know, go with the theme of the dress. And I just put some salt spritz in my hair. My jewelry is from Judith Ripka. That's the Cobra bracelet. And I just find this look is so ideal for this type of dress. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in my next video.